What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and yes, it is time once again for another episode of my Road to Max Prestige, where today I'm going to be talking about the next 3 games I'm going to be getting that I'll also be doing here on my channel, which are Destiny, Borderlands, and of course, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. However, the reason I want to mention these is because with the recent announcement of the Advanced Warfare multiplayer, all that stuff, whatever, there's something I noticed that all 3 of these games have in common that I thought was kind of cool, and is actually something that is a little exciting as we go into this next year of gaming, especially here on my channel, and that is that all 3 games have this loot system. And it's really interesting that this is happening because, I mean, you've got Destiny that has its own loot system. Of course, everyone who's played Borderlands knows how the loot system works in that. But the loot system in Call of Duty is completely new. I mean, Destiny's loot system is kind of a la-esque. It's kind of like Borderlands. It's not exactly like Borderlands, but kind of close. But it's going to be interesting to see how the loot system in all 3 games work, because as some of you may know, the loot system in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is going to be different than as it has been in previous games, where in previous games the loot system has been, you know, this is the gun, you know, here are the different modifications you can get for it, or the different attachments, whatever, yada yada yada, and that was it. Well, if what I'm hearing is true, you're going to be able to change the stats, essentially, the basic stats or whatever, or add stats to these guns with the aid of the new Iridium-based currency, or whatever the fuck it's called. And that's kind of cool, you know, I'm kind of excited for that. And then, of course, you have the loot system in Destiny where, you know, certain items can be upgraded and made more powerful or more effective, or you can activate certain abilities. So it's like, dude, this is freaking awesome. Like, I wonder if there's going to be really unique style weapons in Call of Duty that have that same, you know, effect type thing that is in Destiny or in Borderlands. I mean, that would be fucking epic if you could get some truly unique gear that's just not just a normal gun, but has like special properties or whatever. I mean, that might be pushing the boundaries just a little too much, but that'd be pretty fucking cool, man. Like, that would be pretty awesome. I'd be down with that. Like, I don't know why, but that just seems really cool to me, and it's something that I would definitely be interested in. But I don't know, the more I've thought about it, you know, we have different loot systems in all 3 games. I'm stuttering. And of course, in Advanced Warfare, the only way to get those supply drops and get the loot, if you will, is to, you know, complete challenges or just play the game. The longer you play the game, the more loot, you know, you'll get more loot systems. The more challenges you complete, you'll get loot systems, stuff like that. So, or not loot system, you'll get the supply drops. So that's kind of cool, you know. I mean, it's that one's really rewarded for just playing the game. Where Destiny, the loot system, from my understanding, is basically, you know, just, it's like Borderlands in the sense that it's exploration based. You go out, you explore the world, you kill bad guys, they drop loot, you take that loot, and you use said loot. Or you have to go to the cipher type place, whatever the hell it's called, and get it decoded, and ta-da, you have loot. So the loot system in both those games, in Advanced Warfare and in Destiny, is completely different for Borderlands fans like myself, who are used to just to go and farm for certain gear. But again, in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, the loot system is different too, because you have that added feature of you can add abilities like higher legendary drop rate chances, or, you know, rarity chance drop rate chances, stuff like that. Maybe you can get a loot gun that has healing, or you can add that onto it. It's like, dude, this changes the way certain guns work, so that's gonna be interesting, you know. And I'm actually really excited for all 3 games and for all 3 new features. Like, it's cool to have this, you know. And I guess that's just the way of the gaming world has gone, is that this loot system, this getting special stuff for playing the game, is, you know, it's more exciting when you get that really rare, like, oh fuck yeah, dude, this is awesome. Like, for me, the first time I got an Infinity to drop in game, I fucking shit myself. Like, and it didn't, by the way. I fucking hate tubes and shotguns. Anywho, yeah, I'm one of those guys. So, if you didn't know by now. So, it's just, I don't know, I'm really excited for this, and I can't wait to just find all the different shit. I mean, in Destiny, there's no place that I know of that you can really farm for loot yet. Then again, we've only played a beta and an alpha, so God knows, for all we know, there will be certain bosses or enemies that you can farm to get very specific loot. I couldn't find anything like that when I played the game, because there's no, like, specific bosses. None that I saw. I mean, there were one or two, but for the most part, once you killed the boss, that was it. He was gone. Which kind of sucks. But who knows? Maybe there will be some kind of, you know, repeatable boss that you can loot for multiple for specialty gear. You know, I know that there's going to be some challenge, like some of the stuff is going to work like that, but I don't know. I mean, that's one thing about Borderlands that I like, is that if you want to get certain very specific items, you can farm certain people for them. At least that's how it was in Borderlands 2, and that's probably how it's going to be in the pre-sequel. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool that the 3 games I'm going to be covering here on my channel will have that loot system. So it'll give me something extra to show off to you guys, like some of the loot and where you can find some of it. Although, I don't know if that's going to work too much with Destiny, and of course, I know it's not going to work with Advanced Warfare, but at least I'll be able to show off some of this stuff. And I don't know, it's exciting to have some, you know, this new features that, to me, the loot system prior to Borderlands wasn't really in any other game. So it's exciting to see it get implemented into different games, and I'm excited to see how it will really work in Destiny, because in the Crucible, it's so unbalanced, it's not even funny. And it's really going to be interesting to see how that actually works out when the game goes live next month. Destiny specifically, because Destiny comes out next month, and then we have Borderlands the month after that. And then the month after that, it's not even a full month, but the month after that, we get Advanced Warfare. So it's literally September, October, November, 3 new games. Each one has a loot system. And I'm excited, man. I really am. And I'm not just blowing smoke. I am looking forward to this, man. And I'm going to share anything I can find that's re-lootable. You know, anything that you guys can do multiple times. Now, I know in Advanced Warfare you're not going to be able to do it, but I have heard there will be very specific loot that you can only get from playing the campaign. So obviously there's going to be challenge-based stuff, and I'm going to cover that shit for sure. And I'm going to show you guys what you can get, and I'm going to show you how you can get it. But it's going to be interesting, man. The next few months are going to be really interesting for me as a gamer and just as a YouTuber as well, because I'm going to have so many different options of things to do, show you guys, whatever. It's exciting for me, but mostly as just a guy who likes to play video games, I'm excited, man, because this is stuff I look forward to, this kind of shit. I love that feeling of getting excited for the next big thing to come out and play it and have fun with it and ooh, excuse me. Ugh. Kool-Aid burp. Never a good thing. I'm just really excited about it, man, and I can't wait. And I don't know. I mean, the sooner it gets here, the better. That's how I look at it. But what are your guys' opinion on the loot systems in Destiny and Advanced Warfare? I mean, we know it's in Borderlands, but what do you guys think of the loot systems that are being implemented into these games? I mean, Destiny, of course, it's kind of part of the game, but Advanced Warfare, this is the first time it's being done. So hopefully they do it right. Excuse me. And hopefully it's balanced, and it's something they can controllably balance when necessary, because that's my, you know, I've said it multiple times. I'm concerned about the balancing with this loot system, because at least in Advanced Warfare, if you can't balance the loot, it's not going to be fun to play multiplayer. With Destiny, I don't really care about the balancing, because I'm never going to play the Crucible in that. I just don't see the point. I'm going to be honest, I really don't. And Borderlands, of course, if they did add a multiplayer, it would be stupid as fuck. That's just my honest opinion. So I don't see a multiplayer feature working in Borderlands or in Destiny, but they have one in Destiny, and alright, it's so unbalanced, it's not even fair. I mean, it really isn't. And anyone who tells you, oh, it's fair, bullshit. If they make it to where you have to use set gear, then it'd be balanced, but that's not how it's set up. But that's not what this video is about. And I've pretty much repeated myself multiple times here, but ultimately what I'm getting at is, I want to know what your guys' opinions on this, I guess, year of loot, because that's what it's going to be. If you're going to be playing Borderlands, Destiny, or Advanced Warfare, all three, or any portion of those three, you're going to be playing a bunch of games with loot systems in it. And I want your guys' opinion on whether or not this is something that excites you, something you're looking forward to, something you can't wait to get your hands on. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with another one, as well as an announcement, so stay tuned. Till next time, adios. I'm grateful nothing ever happened there, but as I said, I did find out she was institutionalized because of it, and she's still in an institution, and it sucks, but that's just, like, I swear to you, I have some of the best luck when it comes to women, and then I have some of the what the fuck, why me kind of luck. And this next story kind of goes in line with the last one I told you, because this chick, we met, and you should know right now, most of the women I've met over the years, I'd say 99% of them I met over the internet. So, yeah. Be careful.